Crazy news in Watcher of Realms, guys. The devs just announced the first ever Ancient exclusive guaranteed hero. Then they announced the free hero that is part of the Dracula event. And then they announced our first ever free exclusive Soulstone for an event. Big stuff. Please take a second, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and let's get into it. Just an hour ago, we got big, and I mean big, Dracula news in Watcher of Realms, so let's get right into it. How the heck are you? I am Fastidious, and wow. Let's start with the biggest piece of news. There was a couple really major things regarding the event, but the biggest piece of news, it is now hard confirmed we are getting our first ever guaranteed Ancient hero. So if you think of our limited heroes in Watcher of Realms, they are also guaranteed heroes. They're guaranteed with a certain amount of summons. That used to be 250 rare summons through your rare summoning crystals or diamonds. And then lately, for a long while now, it has been 200 summons. So you're guaranteed to get those heroes within 200 summons. And this kind of banner has happened a lot in Watcher of Realms. We've actually had 10 limited heroes in Watcher of Realms, and we're about to get our 11th with Lady Mina. However, all 10 and soon to be 11 have been through rare summoning crystals and diamonds. It has all been rare summons, using your blue summons. We have never before seen this with another summon currency, and certainly we've never seen it with an ancient unit. That is all changing now, because it was just confirmed Count Dracula is the first ever ancient guaranteed hero. And that's pretty exciting stuff. Now, before I show you, maybe guess in the comments how many summons you think it is. Frankly, I was surprised. It was not as bad as I thought. Quickly, I want to give a shout out to Pyramid Hack over here because I missed this announcement. That's why I'm an hour or two late to posting it. They tagged at everyone in the in-game announcements. I did not see this ping. Was working on other stuff, but whatever. I'm sharing it with you now. This is pretty crazy. They dropped 2 big pieces of news, kind of 3 big pieces of news. But let's start with the Count Dracula stuff, and you can see it here. Let's read the whole thing. The Dracula collaboration events are about to begin. New collaboration exclusive hero Lady Mina and new collaboration legendary heroes Count Dracula and Dr. Van Helsing are coming soon. Now, let's skip the next part and let's go to the craziness. Draw 90 times in total in the Scarlet Feast Ancient Summoning to obtain the hero Count Dracula via the event. So for the first time ever, we're getting like a specialty Ancient Summoning banner. If you think of rare summoning banners, we've had that several times, right? We've even had it with divine summoning banners for those situations when it's like 3 heroes and it's a 2x by 20x. Those get interesting names like Eclipse Summoning and Frostborn Summoning. But those are like themed summons. And then certainly we've seen a lot of themed summons around limited banners. They all get their special name. We're getting that now. For the first time ever, yes, we've had rate up banners, but we've never had a themed Ancient Summoning banner, and now we're getting one, the Scarlet Feast banner. And we don't know if it's within 90 summons or at 90 summons, but it says definitively you will obtain the hero Count Dracula through this summoning event, through this new themed special Ancient Summoning banner if you draw 90 times. Now, based on this phrasing, I'm thinking you're guaranteed him at 90. Maybe you can only get him by pulling him 90 times and awakenings aren't an option. Maybe you can't even pull him. I don't know. A lot's going to be seen once they announce it. Once we have all the specifics, obviously I'll make a deeper video. But for now, it is now hard confirmed he will be guaranteed in 90 summons. Is it by 90 summons? Can you get extra copies along the way? Can you only get him once you've done 90 separate summons? We do not know, but we do know he is our first ever ancient guaranteed hero. And I will say, 90 is not a small amount of ancients, but 90 is not that unreasonable either. I know some people are upset, and I'll probably make a whole video getting into this because they went crazy going for Ezerith and Ardia, and we didn't get any notice about this. And now just 2 weekends later, we're going to get the Dracula summoning. However, to that, I will say there's always unknowns in this game. Until they give us, a month of upcoming events, a full forecasted calendar we can rely on, we're always going to be somewhat in the dark. And we do know that we're going to have 2 weeks to save. Even if you used all your summons for Ezerith and Ardia last weekend, we still have this weekend that you can skip and then Dracula. The average endgame player should be able to save, especially if this is a generous event, which I'm definitely thinking it will be. I would think 40 to 50 ancient summons. So yes, if you're at 0, you're going to probably have to spend money. And certainly if you're earlier on in the game and you don't have anything saved, but it could be a lot worse. It could have been 150. It could have been 200. Heck, knowing these games, it could have been more. So there is a lot to discuss on this, but that's where I want to leave that for today. All in all, this is a guaranteed way to get one of the best, if not the best units from the collab, and to get a very strong ancient exclusive unit. So Dracula guaranteed through the Scarlet Feast special ancient summoning banner at 90 draws, 90 ancient summons. So that's the first big thing, but there is more. That middle bit that I skipped informs us that one of these Dracula collab units is 100% free. A 100% free unit through the event. You can see it right here. Participate in Dracula's Castle events, that's the name of the event, Dracula's Castle, to obtain the new exclusive hero, Vlad Dracula. And that's how I've decided to say his name, Dracula. It's the best I'm going to be able to do, guys. But the Vlad the Impaler version, the younger Dracula, you can get him totally for free. From my testing, he is certainly one of the stronger units in the collab. I would say him and Dracula were the most viable for a lot of the things I tried. I still need to do a little bit more Van Helsing testing, and so far, Lady Mina is terrible. So I think they'll fix that. But Vlad Dracula is really cool. He is the 4th tactician ever to be added to the game, the first one to not be riding a horse or something like that, and he looks to be a very strong tank. Solid DPS potential as an HP-based DPS, so start saving your HP-based DPS gear. But as a tank, he's got a ton of self-healing. He can block so many units. He's going to help a lot of people. He's got a lot of potential. I will tell you there's one very bad thing about him, and that is his faction. It doesn't make sense. He deals physical damage. He moves around, all that kind of stuff, but he is a cultist. He doesn't have any real crowd control in his kit. He has potential to get a baby stun, but that's it. And then he doesn't deal magic damage. So he doesn't make sense to me as a cultist. I've already asked the developers to make him dual faction or change his faction. And now that we know he's like the big, free option for everyone, I'm going to press even harder. I'll probably make a whole video about it. But aside from the faction and him not being a great fit in his faction, he looks really good. He's like a mobile, very strong tank with amazing sustain. He should be really good in Malric. Also, Watcher of Realms, the official channel, they released a video. This, if you want to watch it, it's kind of a funky video, but in it, there was also an image that does confirm that he's free. Vlad Dracula, the Impaler, free, right? I'll also tell you, if you want to watch that video, they tease this open world fighting thing that's part of the Dracula's Castle event. I'll be honest, it looks pretty janky, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully it's cool combat. But in the video, you can see Vlad like walking around and then he kills a bat. That's what's happening here. He's just hit a level 15 bat, whatever that means. So they're innovating. They're trying to add fresh stuff to the game. So that's pretty cool. The main thing though, free. We like free. And there's one other huge piece of news, and it is another free thing. And this is the first time they've ever done anything like this outside of like long form quest lines. Now you might not understand what I'm talking about when I say long form quest lines, but once I show you, it will make sense. So let's pop this back open and you can see right after this part, participate in Dracula's Castle events to obtain the new exclusive hero, Vlad Dracula. By the way, the fact that they say exclusive makes me think if you don't get him now in this event, he's not getting added to the pool. We'll see. We don't know about any of these characters, if they're going to be permanent additions to summoning pools or not, but here they do call him exclusive. But the next part is the third big piece of news. You can also get from the event, from these tasks, from Dracula's Castle, his exclusive Soulstone for free. So if you don't know what an exclusive Soulstone is, let me pop that open now. We're back on the global server. And you can see if you go to the Awakening shop, we constantly have these hero Soulstones, these exclusive Soulstones going through. Probably still need to make a video on this absolute silliness that is Diao Chan. But if you look, this is like a Regulus Soulstone. So it functions like a Soulstone. It will unlock an Awakening, but only for Regulus. We have never seen these before gifted as part of an event. Yes, we've seen it before with things like the Odyssey quests, as you get in it, and then you can get him over here from the achievements. I've never even claimed this. There's an in it exclusive Soulstone. From doing Tide, you obviously can get 5 Volca exclusive Soulstones, but we've never seen it as a one-off for a new character as part of an event. And that is what we're going to get with Vlad Dracula. So that's pretty cool. If you're curious about what his A1 is, I'm on the Fastidious test server now. Let me pop him open for you, and I'll show you. You're guaranteed to get him. So you're going to get the character if you keep up with the event. It should be very easy. And then if we go to Awakenings, you're going to get his A1. It's a pretty cool A1. So he's going to reduce his basic attack interval by 5% for each enemy within 2 tiles that is inflicted with War Frenzy. And this stacks 5 times up to a 25% decrease to his base attack interval. He is a unit that you really want to be putting out a lot of hits. It's just a great synergy within his kit. I mean, you want all your units hitting as much as possible, but him especially, and this will help him. If you want to know how he puts out War Frenzy, this is actually a buff. You can watch my hero breakdown guide for all 4 new collab heroes if you want to know more specifics, but he actually buffs any enemy that he is blocking and gives this to them. So he can block a lot of enemies. He has a base block of 3. If you get his exclusive artifact, that gives an extra block. And by the way, this artifact is very, very likely to be free based on what they said. And when he ults, his block increases by 2. So if he's ulting and he has his exclusive artifact or a Bastion Ring, right, and he just has his normal 3 block, he can block up to 6 units. And any unit he blocks is going to get War Frenzy. So that's pretty dang cool. Very exciting stuff. That's a cool thing they're doing. I'm going to say, Moonton, please just release all the specifics for the event. This little trickle doesn't make sense when there's so much going on this weekend with Beelzebub and Beatrix, but maybe too little too late. The final thing I want to shout out, this is pretty cool. They mention, I guess it's like a 4th big news drop, but they mention, oh, also there are more amazing rewards await. And then they say, including heroes exclusive artifacts. And you'll notice, maybe you're not a grammar nerd. Most people know this, but maybe English isn't your first language or you don't care about grammar. The apostrophe comes after the S. So when they do that, it is plural possessive. So basically it's saying the exclusive artifacts of heroes, not of one hero, multiple heroes. And I think it's possible they are going to give us all the exclusive artifacts for free. And I say all the exclusive artifacts because it's not just Vlad Dracula, who has an exclusive artifact. Count Dracula does, Lady Mina does, and Van Helsing does. All 4 of the new event collaboration heroes have an exclusive artifact. And it seems that potentially all 4 are going to be free. So big news, guys. Count Dracula, our first ever ancient guaranteed hero. Then we've got Vlad Dracula. He is going to be 100% free. And then we've got his exclusive Soulstone. So his A1 is going to be free as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel. We're covering this event basically every day now as I cover everything Watcher of Realms. If you have any thoughts, concerns, whatever, comments, let me know below. Share with your mother. I've been Fastidious, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.